It's the Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Nitwits.
Putting our pennies in a mason jar. Working overtime won't get you far nowadays. But it all adds up when the week is through. There's enough money for me and you to get away. Saving it up for Saturday night, from sundown till the morning light. We gonna find us a hardwood floor and dance like we never danced before. Cut loose and hold on tight. We won't stop till we get it right. Saving it up for Saturday night. Monday morning, it's the same old grind. Passing in the hallway, kissing goodbye. I gotta run. There's never any time for the two of us, so we gotta do a little catching up when the weekend comes. Saving it up for Saturday night, from sundown till the morning light. We gonna find us a hardwood floor and dance like we never danced before. Cut loose and hold on tight. We won't stop till we get it right. Saving it up for Saturday night. Woo! Saving it up for Saturday night, from sundown till the morning light. We gonna find us a hardwood floor and dance like we never danced before. Cut loose and hold on tight. We won't stop till we get it right. Saving it up for Saturday night. Saving it up for Saturday night.
I'm Thomas Allen Rollins Sr., listening to the Yankee and the Brit Show.
It was the middle of July in the Texas sun. I was hanging around with my friends that year. Couldn't wait to have some fun. Then I met you, baby. I knew you were the one for me. We were only 17, things were kind of crazy in 1973. We were holding on tight, chasing our dreams, trying to outrun the wind. Falling in love, facing our fears, and never looking back again. We were planning out our future like we own the world. Looking forward to the next 30 years. A lot of things should have changed since 30 years have come and gone. We have kids we're so proud of. They have families of their own. When our grandkids ask us to tell them back when how we stayed in love, we just look them in the eyes with a big old grin and say, it wasn't that tough. We were holding on tight, chasing our dreams, trying to outrun the wind. We fell in love, faced our fears, and never had one regret. ones we love the most. God has blessed us, yeah. We're still holding on tight, chasing our dreams, trying to outrun the wind. We're still in love, facing our fears, and never looking back again. And we plan to tell our story to the ones behind you. We're looking forward to another 30 years. Yeah, another 30 years.
Said goodbye. Well, I can move on if I try. You drag me down with all your guilty lies. And every time we're far apart, the accusations always start. I never gave you a reason to doubt me. Oh, that story of you and me, and the way things used to be. Together like fire and gasoline. We fell in love way too fast. I should have known it would never last. Now you're just another memory in this story of you and me. Breaking up so we can make back up. Our love is like a sad country song. We're trying to make it work, but in the end we wind up hurt. It's probably best if we just move on. Oh, that story of you and me, and the way things used to be. Together like fire and gasoline. We fell in love way too fast. I should have known it would never last. Now you're just another memory in this story of you and me. Call me, baby. Stop blowing up my phone. You're the reason for this heartache, so just leave me alone. Oh, that story of you and me, and the way things used to be, mixed together like fire and gasoline. We fell in love. I should have known it would never last. Now you're just another memory. Oh, that story of you and me. Story of you
and me. Yanki and the Brit in the country Saturday night. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Nice to see you guys hanging out with us tonight.
And a beautiful Saturday night it is.
And what a beautiful night it is, don't you know? It dropped down to 88 degrees from 100. How sweet is that?
It has been terribly hot today.
I know. It's absolutely beautiful. I can't believe it.
That's me saying awful. He's saying beautiful.
Compared to 104, yeah, it's beautiful out there. Man, I went outside today for about 2 minutes to walk back to the shop and back in the house. Like, oh my God.
Typical bloke. He goes out there for 2 hours and says, I was out there for 2 minutes.
I know. It was that. Well, what's that?
He was out there welding. He was out there welding and all sorts, and he says, "I was out there."
That was this morning before it got hot, you dork. Typical man, though, huh?
Yes.
Don't know the difference between 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But, honey, that was 2 minutes long. Ah, you asshole, that was 2 seconds. She only bitches when she breathes. Country Saturday night. Tonight we have a guest with us. What's his name?
Mr. Tim
Dude.
Wilkins.
Tim Wilkins. Hello, Tim Wilkins, wherever you might be. Guys, got some great tunage, man. We're going to be jamming on that here in just a little bit. Hey, Sean, what's going on? You're more than welcome, man. That's a pretty cool tune. I'll tell you right now, we won't be playing it tonight because it's not really a country kind of thing. So, no offense to you, but we will be playing that again on the other shows that we do. And we've been popping in through the week, too, because it's just been too friggin' hot. And when we're not out on the road working, we'll probably be doing a show here and there. So listen around lunchtime most of the time. That's when I like to do them. Mr. Checo, what's going on, man? I know, too freaking hot. Boy, you ain't kidding. It was like being in a blow dryer today. That wind was very hot. Couldn't stand that shit. Nisi, hello, baby. What's going on over there,
and
then?
Jake, the beardo weirdo, is
Hello,
in the
Jake.
chat room.
Yeah.
Thomas Rollins Sr. is in the chat room.
Yes. Did you hear your little promo, Thomas? I finally got around to putting one of them together.
Yeah, play it. I didn't even get to hear it.
I still got your Saturday night stuff to do, too.
Saturday.
So, yeah, Saturday. So I've been trying to find them all, gather them all. Shit, we got that stuff spread all
We
over the place.
still need to find the clip from the Weatherman because he's the one that inspired us to do that little
Weatherman?
Saturday.
What Weatherman?
You know, is it the Weatherman or the Newsman? The man on the news. That
Oh,
goes,
that's the
Saturday.
news. That's the news guy on
Yeah,
Saturday
you got-
Sessions or whatever.
You've got
it
to
is.
find a clip of him.
Oh, I can find that easy enough.
So-
Anyways, if you didn't hear it, Thomas, here's your little promo.
I'm Thomas Allen Rollins Sr., listening to the Yankee and the Brit Show.
You hear him jamming that guitar? Boy, he can bend some strings, can't he?
And if anyone would like to make us any promos, will you put them fags out? I mean it. You've
Here
been
we
smoking
friggin' go. You
all
know what? You have a
day
show to do.
long.
Back off.
Put that fag out.
Do you know what that little...
How do you expect me to breathe
Hey!
during what?
I'm talking over here.
What?
You know what that little R is for on a gear shift?
Reverse.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Reverse it.
Not
Back up and get out of
happening.
here.
Well, in that case, reverse that fag back into your packet.
The only
How
fag you're
does
going
that
to get
sound?
is right here. 5-fingered fag right in the face, fucker.
Whatever, Trevor. Oh, I swear you stink. Husband.
Come on, say something important now.
Something
that whining.
important now. Tim Wilkins is at the top of the hour, joining the Yankee and the Brit.
The top of the
We are
hour.
all waiting on the edge of our seats for him to call.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
La, la, la. Did anybody see the video that we made today? We had a bit of a mess around, didn't we?
Yeah, it was nice
Yeah.
for a change. I haven't done anything like that in a while.
Yeah, we had a bit of silly fun.
Let's throw a Tim Wilkins
Cora.
tune out here at you. Hi, Cora.
Beautiful, beautiful Cora.
Yeah, she's such a wonderful lady, too.
Yes, she is.
The F word?
Is that the 81 FFFFs? We are trying to behave on here, Mr. Chieco, so don't be surprised if you never ever hear the 81 Fs.
Oh,
again.
come on.
He's trying to get us to swear, isn't he? By saying
Yeah,
Fs.
he's testing us. It's
Hey,
not going to happen.
Hey, Samo got his shirts today. He sent a text.
Did he?
Yes, we made Samo
Did they like 'em?
some radio shirts for his radio show.
Did they like him?
I think so,
You
yes.
think so? He didn't say?
No, he didn't say.
Oh, now my feelings are hurt.
Well, he says he got a package in the mail today.
I'm going on Facebook and posting a post that says, I'm not happy.
Well, boo-hoo to
I know,
you.
right? That's about how it goes, too. All right, cool. All right, Tim Wilkins, let's throw one of those tunages out here at you. This is Tim Wilkins. Only God knows where I've been.
He's the Yankee, she's the Brit. Ashtray breath with that old bottle in my hand. A couple more shots to take the pain away from the places that I've been. Deep inside I've tried to hide the lies and the hurt from all my sin. But I can't stop the pain. I take another drink and only God knows where I've been. 'Cause I've been down at the bottom of a bag or a bottle, living life like old George Jones.
a bunch of country bands and even one-night stands, and it's a hell of a lonesome road. Ask old Johnny Cash, the man in black, and he'll tell you about his sins. It's been too damn long on this road I'm on, and only God knows where I've been. Relationships and a whole lot more time spent doing time, wasting most of my life, wondering where that I fit in. Cause there's a too few dollars drained from a bottle, just thinking that I'm still sane. Another lonesome road, another shot of smoke, I stayed stoned just to kill the pain. Cause I've been down at the bottom of a bag or a bottle, living life like old George Jones. A bunch of country bands and even one-night stands, and it's a hell of a lonesome road. That's old Johnny Cash, the man in black, and he'll tell you about his sins. It's been too damn long on this road I'm on, and only God knows where I've been. Now people tend to judge us for who we might have been. Them, they laugh and just tell you this. They say, son, well, don't you be surprised if they judge you for your sins. But let's not be judged till the good Lord comes, and only God knows where I've been. So I've come out of the bottle in a bag full of throttle, and I ain't never going back. It's been a hell of a ride from the countrywide with a 6-string on my back. That's some old outlaw singers and them guitar ringers, man, it all comes to an end. Y'all can judge if you want, but I pray that you don't, cause only God can judge my sin. I'ma keep on playing and I keep on praying, only God knows where I've been.
Yeah, that's our guest tonight, Tim Wilkins. Boy, good stuff, Maynard.
Yes.
Can't wait to get that going over
Awesome.
here. Yeah, I love the sound of that. In the meantime, here's a new gal on the block, Kimberly Smoke. Neil,
Oh, yes, and she's going to be joining us on the 28th of July.
Neil at the Cross.
There's too much worry in the air these days. What is right and who is wrong? There's different shades of gray. Have we been drawn to a fight that's not our own? Can we agree to disagree and make our world a happy home? Can we stand for the answers that we seek? Can we stand on America's promise for the weak? Can we kneel and pray without a cause? Can we stand for the flag and kneel at the cross? We're a nation of many with different views and different dreams. Melting pot of plenty with opportunities for peace. Can we come together, be united and stand? 'Cause divided we will fall, just like castles in the ocean sand. Can we stand for the answers that we seek? Can we stand on America's promise for the weak? Can we kneel and pray without a cause? Can we stand for the flag and kneel at the cross? those who cannot speak, and I'll stand on America's promise for the weak, and I'll kneel no matter what the cost. Yes, I'll stand for the flag and kneel at the cross. Yes, I'll stand for my flag and kneel at the cross. Ooh, at the
Set 'em up, I'm gonna knock 'em down. Oh, tender, one more round. Nothing like watered down. I want top shelf. Woman of mine done throwed me out. Changed the locks on our new house. So tonight, the bottle and I riding it out. Working man, that's what I am. Gave her all the love I can. Sometimes it don't work out quite like the plan. Woman of mine, hook, sinker, and line, fell for a tall, dark stranger's eye. So tonight, bottle and I riding it out. Storms they come, Lord, and they go. Wind and rain, they're gonna blow. If you've been there, how you know what I'm talking about. Woman of mine, she done gone. Misery and pain, hell, bring it on. 'Cause tonight, bottle and I riding it out. Set 'em up, knock 'em down. Oh, tender, one more round. Woman of mine, Lord, she done gone. Misery and pain, hell, bring it on. Tonight, Lord, I'm gonna be gone. 'Cause tonight, bottle and I riding it out. Oh, tonight, bottle and I riding it out.
Chris Lynn, riding it out.
Your choice for country music, the RTM Radio Network.
Yee-haw! Buck Wild Country Style with the Yankee and the Brit Show. All right.
Of course, it wouldn't be a Saturday night without Steve Hickman. Without you. Right here with the Yankee and the Brit.
I've been working day and night now, baby. I can't get no sleep. Been trying to find a way to win your love back and sweep you off of your feet. We've been together such a long, long time. I don't want to let go. I think it's time that I finally let you know that you're everything to me. I can't breathe in my heart, it won't beat. I can't sleep and I just won't eat. 'Cause without you, there ain't no me. Made up my mind, I wanna walk the line, straighter than a trunk on a Tennessee pine. You got
by my saving grace. I'm hanging on for dear life. If I don't have you, then I'll just die. 'Cause you're everything to me. I can't breathe in my heart, it won't beat. I can't sleep and I just won't eat. 'Cause without you, there ain't no me. Picked you some flowers on the side of the road. I tossed them up in the cab. I got a line on some real good shine. You know I'm bringing it back. Back to the basics of you and me again. 'Cause you're everything to me. I can't breathe in my heart, it won't beat. I can't sleep and I just won't eat. 'Cause without you, there ain't no me. Honey, without you, there ain't no me.
Oh, Stevie, baby. Love it.
Bring your mason jars and your moonshine and join the Yankee and the Brit for some good old country music.
Here's a brand new one from another gal that has joined the ranks here at the Yankee and the Brit. This is Shay Lynn. She's a cowgirl. Ma.
She's a down-home country girl. She don't mind getting her hands dirty. She loves her back country dirt road, Chevy trucks and the smell of a campfire. She can dress to impress and wear her lipstick like the rest. She always wears a smile, but don't make her mad, 'cause you'll see fire. She ain't all good girl, she ain't all bad girl, she ain't daddy's little girl. She's a cowgirl. She's a cowgirl. She can rope a stick and drink a beer. She can string a trout line and clean them just fine. She'll ride off into the sunset every chance she gets on her quarters. She's a cowgirl. She's a cowgirl. She don't take shit from no one. She'll be your friend for life. She'll love you like crazy. She'll always be your lady. She ain't all good girl. She ain't all bad girl. She ain't daddy's little girl. She's a cowgirl. She's a cowgirl.
dusty dirt road, Chevy trucks and the smell of a campfire. She's a down-home country girl. She's a cowgirl. She ain't all good girl. She ain't all bad girl. She ain't daddy's little girl. She's a cowgirl. She's a cowgirl.
It's Benny Pitzinger.
The ancient tree stood all alone where the country store had been. Spent many hours in her shade with my guitar in hand, dreaming about some teenage crush and writing simple songs about lovers that I had never loved and things I'd never done. How I hated Saturday mornings, 'cause just before daybreak, my dad would come to my room and give my bed a shake. He'd drag me from my warm cocoon and make me go with him to our country store to do my chores and help us earn a living. We'd climb into his Buick and we'd head on out of town. And Dad would light a cigarette and roll the window down. And I would sit there shivering, wishing I was still in bed, while the smoke and the early morning chill whipped around my head. The ancient tree stood all alone where the country store had been. Spent many hours in her shade with my guitar in hand, dreaming about some teenage crush and writing simple songs about lovers I had never loved and things I'd never done. As he turned the lock, well, I'd dance around, shivering with all my might. It was cold in there. You could see your breath as we flipped on the lights. I'd go back to the bottle room and I'd fetch a bag of coal and stoke the old pot-bellied stove till it began to glow. I still hear the sound of the wooden floor squeaking underneath our feet and the whining of the bandsaw as my dad cut up the meat. But time and progress can't be stopped, even in a southern town. Dad left us several years ago before they tore it down. Now there's a nifty lot on the corner where the old tree used to stand, and a sign proclaims a fast food joint some company has planned. If I were rich, I'd bought that land and save that ancient tree, for I believe some magic way she still remembered me. I'd once again sit under her and write a brand new song about lovers that I never loved and things I should have done.
Benny Pitzinger and the Music Tree right here with the Yankee and the Brit on a country Saturday night. Howdy! And what's going on out there? Nice to see you guys. Thanks for tuning in, all you guys. It's great. Feels good. What's going on? Everybody got plans for the weekend? Now that the weekend started anyways. I think it started yesterday, but...
Well, my plans for the
day
weekend...
late and a dollar short.
My plans for the weekend is to stay indoors. Do nothing. Go nowhere. See no one.
Why the bloody hell would you want to do that then?
Well, because of the nasty weather. Unless, of course, you're taking me for breakfast tomorrow. I mean, I don't say no to breakfast.
Oh, no, you don't. None of that
We don't
stuff.
say no to breakfast, do we, Alfred?
We've got some...
Alfred, we don't say no to breakfast, do we?
No, are you serious?
No, we don't say no to breakfast.
Especially when there's bacon involved.
Well, we've got eggs and bacon, so we're not going anywhere.
That's exactly what I said. We're not going anywhere.
No, I said we're not going anywhere.
What's that mean?
It means we're not going anywhere without him.
It means, yeah, that's what it means.
You know that look he gives us when we leave him on the sofa when we go out to do the shopping.
Leave in front of that air conditioner, freezing my ball sack off.
Alfred.
Well, that would save us a job.
We're trying not to swear here anymore, and that includes you.
Well, Jesus, criminy, it gets cold.
What do you want me to do? I can't turn it off just for you. I can't help but you like the heat.
I'm going back to Jamaica.
Go ahead, then.
How do you know about Jamaica?
What are you going to do, swim there?
Hey, doggy, how do you know about Jamaica?
My Uncle Chris told me.
Oh, I see.
And how does Chris know? He knows nothing about nothing.
His wife's from Jamaica, remember?
Oh, she's not from Jamaica.
She is so, Trinidad.
Oh, yeah, so she is.
Yeah.
Well, how would Chris know?
See, you think you know everything. Oh, there's long face.
Alfred.
He's awful today, isn't he?
Digging your grave a little deep there, aren't you, buddy?
Radio hound.
The deeper the better.
Oh, I have to agree with you on that one. The one thing me and Alfred agrees on is the deeper the better.
You know what? You know what, Alfred? Your dinner just got later.
What'd I do?
What didn't you do?
Your dinner's in the dog, Alfred.
I think I'll go back to sleep now.
Atta boy, that's what you ought to be doing. All righty, Yankee and the Brit. We're going to get into some of this Tim Wilkins music now because he's going to be here in just a wee little bit, don't you know? About 15 minutes away from Tim Wilkins.
Some good music.
Yeah, so we got one that's kind of a rapish song. And then, let's see, we did that one. What did I do? Delete something over here? Setting This Town on Fire. We did Only God Knows Where I've Been. I think I played that already, right? Pretty sure I played that right close to the beginning of the show. Only God Knows Where I've Been. Oh, Country by the Grace of God. That's the difference right there.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, we'll nix this one then. And we'll get on with it here. We'll kick it off with Mama, kind of a country rap, right here with the Yankee and the Brit. Check them out, Tim Wilkins.
Trains, trucks, and good old country music with the Yankee and the Brit on RTM Radio.
inside of my mind. My mama told me so one day you will shine. But the only thing I did was cause that I cried, sitting in my jail cell pleading to God. Why? Please look down on me, cause I can do it, Lord. This crazy life of mine has really got me torn. Inside my soul, inside myself, man, I need a blessing, Lord. I could die in this life of mine, or die by your sword. And I know I should stop this, so I'm picking up a pass so all these haters can't come watch us. Now I got this, can't nobody stop this. Just a childhood dream, let's get to work and start dropping these CDs and them albums, dog. Cause when I make it to the top, it's for all of y'all. And mom, it's for you too, cause you were the greatest. I never said the words I should, and it made me crazy. I said, mama, yeah, you know that I've let you down. But mama, when I make it out of here, I'm gonna make you proud. I said, mama, yeah, you know that I've let you down. But mama, when I make it out of here, I'm gonna make you proud. Now mama, I apologize for all the pain and all the lies and suffering and deceit. I can see emotion in your eyes. Wish I could go back and tell you that I love you, hold you in my arms and forget all the crap I put you through. You're the angel in my life, you're the reason that I'm here. Mama, I really let you down, had you on the verge of tears. Never thought about the fear, losing you while I'm in here. Locked behind these walls, can't even look at myself in the mirror. Now I'm looking steering clear from all the problems in the beer. When I was locked up in my cell, I wrote you letters starting with dear. Dear mama, let you down with all the pain I've caused you now. So when they let me out this cage, I'ma come home and make you proud. Now the devil's in my ear, man, he's talking loud and clear. Just a pothole in my life, man, he's got me missing gears. When they let me out this cage, I'll be there to clear your tears. The devil's trying to seal my face, so mama, I really need you here. Mama, yeah, you know that I've let you down. But mama, when I make it out of here, I'm gonna make you proud. I said, mama, yeah, you know that I've let you down. But mama, when I make it out of here, I'm gonna make you proud. Mama, mama, yeah, I said, mama, mama, yeah. Mama, I love you. There never were too many country folks when I was back in school. I wore Wrangler jeans, had dip in my teeth, the outcast they called the fool. People called me hillbilly as I'd walk to my class, but I never cared what they said anyway, and I'm alright with that. 'Cause I'm country, but only by the grace of God. We break our backs to raise our families and don't pretend to be someone not. Yeah, I'm country down to the bone. But if all y'all don't like my style, just leave me the hell alone. Now growing up in a city was tough for a boy like me. They had jocks and preps and hippies too, and Mr. Popularity. But I never wanted any part of that. I had a style of my own. The country was my style, boy. I was country to the bone. 'Cause I'm country, but only by the grace of God. We break our backs to raise our families and don't pretend to be someone not. Yeah, I'm country down to the bone. I've seen a whole lot change. Like all those people that used to poke fun, it seems they've changed their ways. They realize we're all a little country, and they all started wearing their boots. But I've always been country, Lord, 'cause country is my roots. Yeah, I'm country, but only by the grace of God. We break our backs to raise our families and don't pretend to be some we're not. Yeah, I'm country down to the bone. But if all y'all don't like my style, just leave me the hell alone. I said all y'all who ain't down with my style, then leave me the hell alone.
Country by the grace of God, Tim Wilkins. Listen to that, man. That's some good stuff right there, Maynard. Gotta love it. What's going on? Okay, on the phone. Hello there.
On the telephone, we have Tim Wilkins. Say hello, Tim.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Doing all right.
Bad.
What about you? What's going on over yonder?
Another day working.
Working?
Everything going all right with y'all? Yeah, working.
Working or hardly working?
Oh, a little of both.
What do you do?
I actually do construction. I install marble around fireplaces and stuff like that.
That's a good, healthy job to have over there. You should be physically fit and sound.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to do music. That way I don't have to work so hard.
I see. Cora, we have a great lady in the chat, Cora. She says, hello, Tim.
How are you?
She is a wonderful lady, man. You'd love this lady. You got to know her. She's fantastic.
And some wonderful music as well from yourself, Mr. Tim. Tell us when you got started
I
with
appreciate
music.
it. Well, I actually started singing in chorus in the 4th grade. I just kind of, it's always been something that I enjoy to do. I love it. I love being able to relate to music, and, it just, everything about it. If you're down, and it's something that you can listen to and kind of bring yourself up. If you're feeling lonely, or it can relate to everybody, and it's something that can make you feel. And I'm all about feelings. I'm a very emotional person, and when I write my music or when I listen to music, it's just it's good for the soul. It's something that it helps a lot of people cope. It helps a lot of people go through things, hard times, anything like that. So it's always been something that I enjoy.
Sounds like you got your hands full.
I do.
So is it rap you do, did you say?
I do rap, country, R&B. I do a little bit of everything. I try not to limit myself to anything.
Wow. I think you'd have a nice R&B voice.
It's been so long since I've done R&B. It's some people say that it's all right, but I like to do a little rap, rock, and mostly country music. But I do a little rock, and I try to incorporate them in different ways to different songs. But I've had people like Colt Ford and stuff like that. They kind of open the way for people like me to kind of bring it on in there. But I kind of feel like I was doing that way beforehand. I just was kind of scared to put myself out there.
What kind of music did you grow up on?
I actually grew up listening to country. My parents, they listened to Journey and, stuff like that, Creedence Clearwater Revival. So I grew up listening to all different kinds of stuff. They actually couldn't stand country for the longest time, and I would always listen to it, and they hated it. And now I think I've got some fair-weather fans. I've kind of brought some of them over to the country music now.
Any idea what made them change their mind about it? Just because you were singing it, or because you're good at it?
Yeah, I think just it started out as my dad. My dad is my biggest helper. He's my biggest fan. He backs me 100,000%, and he's an awesome man. He's done a lot for me. He never listened to country music, and now he loves it. But I think it's more or less because he wants to help me out so much that he's kind of like stuck on country music, I guess. My mom, she was a Journey and CCR fan through and through, old rock, stuff like that. And I think she's still with it, but, the more they listen to it and the more they try to promote me, I think it's just something that's just become, a custom.
What genre would you say is in your heart when when you're performing? What would you say is in your heart?
I can't really say I love country music just because of the feel. George Jones, stuff like that. That's, you know, kind of like how I, you know, when I think about music and like the heart of music and where it comes from when you sing from the soul or your emotion and stuff, I think of old country. You know, I think of like the old, in the bottom of your whiskey glass kind of country, you know, and I love it, but my voice is more like a Rocky, like a Brantley Gilbert, I would say. But so it's hard for me to differentiate. I think I sing better like a rockin' country, but I love older traditional country.
Well, how did your parents grow up with the rock and roll roots, and you just happened to get into this country? I mean, is it the first thing you heard, or hanging out with the different people or something?
No, actually, they said I slept better in my crib at night when I was listening to country music. so they would play country music while I was sleeping at night, and I guess I just kind of, you know, that was what I loved. I would be quiet, I would listen, you know, so I guess going and listening to it in my crib is comfortability, I guess, you know.
How long you been doing music on your own?
It's been several years, probably 10 years. Like I said, I started out in the 4th grade singing in the chorus, and then, you know, I sang on the news in the 4th grade, and then I moved forward. I didn't really do anything for a long time, and then, you know, I just had people, I kind of started going to karaoke. I did a lot of karaoke as a younger adult and a teenager when I could get into bars, and I would go with my parents, and it was just something that, you know, people would, when I'd get done, they'd say, "Man, you're good," you know, and I never really thought, you know, that could be something that I could do, you know, so I never really took it serious. And then I started having people tell me, "Hey, man, you know, that's really good," and I just kind of sat down, and I had gotten in some trouble as a young adult, and I had a little time to sit, and you know, I just started writing music, and it's something that I enjoy to do. Most of the stuff I do is like freestyle. I might be walking down the road and, you know, think about a little verse, and I'll write it down when I get home, or I'll write it down and I'll do it as I go.
Do you write all your own songs now?
Yeah, yes, sir. Everything that I've gotten is I wrote. Some of them were done in a month's time. Some were written in 15 minutes. It's just different songs. You know, they'll come to me, and it's something that when they do, they'll just flow. And I guess that's why it's so easy for me to do it, because it's not something that I don't have to push for it. It comes natural.
Do you write when these lyrics come to you? Do you kind of put them down on paper and think that'll make a good rap song, or do you not always know until you get further into it?
Most of the time, it's I'll sit and try to write, and it never works out the way I want it to. If I sit down and I'm like, I think I'm going to write a song today, I'll sit and I'll erase so much that I'll burn holes in the paper, and I'll never have anything. But if I'm just sitting there, you know, say you guys were like, hey, you know, give me something, and I, you know, gave me a topic or something, and then I could freestyle something to that, and it would just come out, and it would, you know, 2-3 minutes of just freestyle. Now, if you said, okay, sit down and write this for me, and gave me a topic, I would sit for hours and hours and hours and never get it done. So it's hard. It's hard when I do it for fun. It always seems to work easier than if I was trying to do it. You know, I guess I try to keep my music and my work separate, because I do it because I enjoy it. You know, work, you don't always enjoy it, but it pays the bills. So when I try to, you know, when I do it as a job, or I try to take it too serious, it becomes work. And then when it becomes work, it becomes not fun.
Yeah, it takes the fun out of it.
So as long as I do it for fun and I keep it, you know, like that, then I can just, you know, it continues to benefit, and it continues to keep me, you know, grounded and stuff like that. So
do you go out performing in bars or at concerts on stage?
I do different things. I do open mic nights, and I do karaoke still. And, you know, I have a few smaller labels and a few smaller groups, you know, talking to me and stuff like that. But I'm so busy right now with work, and I have a 6-year-old daughter, so it's hard to do everything at once.
Well, you're just busy no matter what goes on.
every day.
Wow, that ought to keep your head spinning.
What is your earliest musical memory from when you had really tiny feet?
I can't even. I don't even think I remember back to little tiny feet. I wear a 13 shoe, and it's been so long since I've had little tiny feet.
Are you one of those that's always had big feet? We don't have to call you Krusty the Clown, do we?
I feel like it sometimes.
That different answer.
Yeah. So, what is the future plans for Mr. Tim Wilkins? Do you have plans to travel?
What I would like to happen is my songs to obviously be on the radio. I mean, right now I'm talking to you guys live on the radio, so for me that's further than what I ever thought would happen. It started off as just me doing it for fun. Now it's kind of become a dream, and hopefully I can do something. But if I don't, it's something that I can say I did that a lot of people haven't experienced. I feel like I've met my goal. I feel like I've gotten further than some and not as far as most, but it's something that I enjoyed along the way. And as long as I'm happy and I can do something that I love to do, I'm okay with that.
Have you got any kind of CD or anything you've put together?
I do. I have a couple songs. I think I have 7 songs on a CD. It's just a demo CD. I haven't recorded an LP yet because as far as I've gotten and the amount of time I have, I'm very pressed for time. And, it's hard work. It's a lot of money. And, my dad is my biggest, he's my biggest backer as well as my manager and my personal friend. And he, supports me in all of this, but he pushes my music, and he's really the reason that I'm out there. He's gone to several different cities all over. He installs hospital equipment, so he's always gone, and he, takes my CDs and he'll hand them to people. Hey, man, y'all like such and such kind of music? You like this? Check this out, and it started out as, 5 songs on a CD, rap and country both on a CD, and then people started hitting him up. Hey, you got any more? Hey, this is good. Hey, does he have anything else? And now it's become, not necessarily an enterprise, but it's become, I've got a huge fan base and I've got a lot of people that back me and a lot of good people I've come in contact with over the years that are willing to help me. But financially, that's the biggest setback, I think is a lot of these people have financial backers, and they have these big businesses and companies that they can afford to help them out. Everything that I do is me and my dad, and he, he'll help me, but it's $500-$600 to record one song, and that's at the low end. So you got to think an LP is $40,000-$50,000, and right now I couldn't hit half of that. So that's been my biggest, I guess, obstacle. But, like I said, as long as I'm doing this and people can hear my music and maybe it touches their heart like some of the songs before have touched other people, then I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and I feel like I'm doing what I need to do.
And all this help from your dad, that's from a guy who doesn't like country.
Yes, but it's from a man that is very, very, true to his family. He's a hardworking man. He didn't have to do any of this. He chooses to do this, and sometimes they struggle because of this. But he believes in me as much as anybody else, So
your music is great. I mean, I'm not a rap fan. That kind of thing just doesn't get it for me. But your other songs we've got there, wow, those things are fantastic. I don't see why you shouldn't be up on stage with some other people. That sounds great.
Well, I appreciate it. It's all life, You go through things. Most of my stuff is real life or things I've been through, times in my life that are either, highs or lows, but it's things that people can relate to. And to me, that's what music is. It's not about, gold chains and women or, it's not about all that. It's about, life itself, because that's what we live is everyday life, and people struggle and people, have a lot and some people don't, and no matter what walk of life or wherever you come from, it's all people can all relate to these things. So,
yeah, it sounds like you can take a punch and get right back up and get in a fight again.
I've taken many.
What kind of construction work do you do?
I was installing marble and mantles around fireplaces, chimney caps, ring pans, stuff like that.
Oh, muscle work.
I do electrical, plumbing, anything really.
Uh-huh. Wow, all that muscle work. You can carry all the marble you want. I'll stick to doing floors and ceilings.
Well, I'm trying to carry a microphone in a suitcase. It's a lot easier. I don't want to be 50 and not, bad knees and a hurt back. I want to be, 50 and my daughter be set for college and be able to have the finer things in life.
Yeah.
My parents worked hard. My parents worked very hard. My dad did the same thing. He works very hard to provide for our family, and that's what I know. So.
Oh, that's a good man right there. That's for sure. Yeah, carrying a guitar is a lot easier than carrying big sheets of marble around, huh? Good for you, man. I think it's awesome. But your music's great. Who do you use for a band?
I actually have a guy that I've been going to for several years. He plays every instrument you can think of. His name is David Leonard with Reveal Studios. And everything that I've gotten on those CDs is one person. It's me and one man.
Wow.
And he plays I'll go in, and most of the time, because I'm not good with I guess the beat and the song itself, the music, and I'll hear it in my head, but I don't play any instruments. So I'll go in and I'll say, David, I got this song. I don't really know how I want it to go. I don't really know what I'm going to do, but here, how's this? And he's got I don't know what it's called. It's like a metronome, but you sing into this thing. It keeps time, and you sing into it, basically the speed and how you want this song, and it records you. And he'll pick up a guitar when I'm done, and he'll pick up a guitar and he'll play it through with a rhythm guitar. And I'll say, okay, that sounds good. And then he'll pick up a bass guitar, and he'll kind of pick a little something, and I'll say, speed it up a little bit. And we'll just do that kind of, over and over. And he'll just play the guitar, and then he'll play the drums, and he'll play, the bass guitar. Then
You're spoiling my mental image. I imagine the guy in Mary Poppins is one-man band.
Have like a vest with the drums and the little...
Yeah, and a cymbal on his head.
Oh, you watched Mary Poppins. Now we know. Very cool, though. But yeah, that's awesome because it sounds great. The timing and everything is right on the spot.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's pretty slick stuff. I'm glad we got to play some of that. Glad you come by the show too. Nice to chit chat with you for a little while.
I'm glad you guys invited me, man. It's definitely a pleasure to have people not only ask you on a show. That's very it's a humbling experience. At the first time or two I did it, I couldn't talk, and I was all nervous, and I was like, and you could tell when my parents recorded it, and of course when I listened to it later, I was like, wow, I probably sounded pretty crazy, but
we'll have this up for
nice.
Replay too eventually here, probably in a few days. Don will have it cut up and stuck on YouTube, so you'll be able to listen to it again. So make sure your mom and dad get a listen if they're not listening now.
No, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they were calling me all day. You better make sure you know what time it is. Do you know what time it is?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
That bloody Brit will have your guts for garters if you don't show up on time.
Yeah, that's pretty cool that they stand behind you like that. I think that's awesome.
Yeah,
you have
100%.
You have a Facebook page, right?
Yes, sir, I do.
And we saw you on Reverb Nation?
Yes, sir, Reverb Nation, SoundCloud as well. I'm trying to get something started now to get my own page, but I'm trying to get all my music and get a videographer, start doing some videos and stuff. But like I said, with timing and money, it's tough. But hopefully by the end of this year, I'll have the whole page set up with all my videos and stuff like that going, and be able to.
I mentioned to your dad in an email yesterday, if you need any help setting up that page, he mentioned how busy you are and everything, so if you need any help setting up that music page online, I can set that up for you. But another thing, we do music videos. If you need any help with music videos, we do those. We made a couple of our own.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's bragging.
There's nothing wrong with a little self-promotion,
Yeah, shameless one at that.
Shameless.
He said it was a humbling experience to be here with us. It's like, I think you got us confused with somebody else.
So when you're rich and famous, what advice have you got for your future self? Because it could happen at any time, One day you could just wake up and it could all just, be crazy. What advice have you got for your future self?
I really don't know. I mean, it's something that, I guess it's like anything. You don't know till you're there, you know? I just want to, I want to stay focused and use every little bit of time that I have to, improve myself, improve my music. I feel like life is about progression, and if you're staying stagnant, then you're not really doing anything in life. So hopefully I just want to move forward in everything I do and just better myself and my relationship with my family and just, continue to do what I need to do to, get this music thing done. And hopefully when it's all said and done, I can see my name on the big screen, and just be thankful that I was able to do that.
On a little bit of a different note here, what kind of truck do you drive? A truck?
Oh, I knew you was going to ask that.
Stay out of this.
I've had right now I drive a BMW, but I've had many trucks. My first pickup truck was actually a '94 F-150 jacked up, spray painted camouflage.
That's my boy right there, talking Ford. Yes, sir. That's what I always check for, to see if somebody's driving a Ford.
Oh yeah, everything I've ever owned has been a Ford except the Chevrolet, but it was broke down in the front yard, so I never got to drive it.
Well, that's where they belong. That's awesome. So how do you carry around tools in a BMW?
Well, I actually ride to work with the guy that I work with. He actually brings me to and from. I don't think the BMW is going to pull up in front of the empty lots or the lots we're working at. So,
well, I'd be kind of proud of that. Look what I got, guys.
No, I don't want concrete dust and block dust all over my black BMW. So.
What do you mean? That's the proof of a working man right there. Look at this. I work hard. I drive a BMW, and I get it dirty. I'm not scared.
And I think you could park anywhere if you've got a BMW.
Well, it's not being scared of what it looks like. It's being scared of the missus when she finds out I got dirt in the car.
Oh, there's the catch-all right there. Now I see how that works. Yeah, that could be that's probably rougher than carrying around sheets of marble.
Oh, very much so.
Better you than me, buddy.
If she's anything like me and intends to make her husband's life hell, then yeah.
Yeah, that would be.
Well, I've learned in relationships it's always this. It's always yes, dear. That's the only two words you need to know. Yes, dear, and you're fine.
A sensible man.
Oh.
Anything other than that, it's over with.
No wonder I have so many issues. Should try living with a Brit and see how that works out for you. They got their whole own little language and their own little way about doing things. Pretty rough.
I bet it's different when you get cursed out, though. I bet it's different.
Oh yes, you bloody wanker.
Oh, the words I've learned. The words I've learned. You have no clue. If I talked like that, they'd throw me out of the country. So let's see. Where do we go from here? So we were talking about you have a Facebook page. How do we find you on there?
It is. It's under Timothy Wilkins. You'll see me. I've got I should have a green polo shirt. I haven't been on Facebook in so long. My dad actually keeps up with it, as well as my music page. I don't even find the time to get on a computer. I'm so busy, and it changes so much, and he's got so much going on. He's a better man than me, I guess, because he stays on top of it. He will not let me. 90% of the time he's like, well, I did this, and I did this, and I did this, and I did that, and I talked to so-and-so and such, and I'm like, holy smokes, when did you do that? And he's like, well, for the last hour, he's supposed to be at work, and for the last hour, he's been on the phone with 5 people doing different things, and, he's got the luxury of being able to do that. I talked for 15 minutes on the phone, and my boss is going, get your ass in the, so.
Yeah. Wow, how could you not love a guy like that?
I come home at 6:30 or 7 right now. I'm actually in the process of moving homes, so I'm packing everything in the car and moving and back and forth. So I've yet to do anything in the last month or so. It's all been hectic.
Wow, you are a busy little guy. Wow.
So, are you working on a song at the moment?
Right now, I've got, as far as country, I've ceased all country music at this time just because I haven't had time to actually sit and write. Rap music, like I said, most of it's freestyle. I've done a little bit with it, and, I record, like my rap, I record my own stuff. I have the software on my computer. That's a little easier because you don't need instruments. It's all, I just buy beats, or, I have friends that make beats and instrumentals. And I'll just get them to email them to me, and I'll pick which ones I like. And, I record to that at my house. I've got my own little studio or whatever, and I'll do that until I'm ready to, mix and master it, and then I'll take it somewhere else. But, I do a little bit of that on the side. But for the most part, music is kind of stopped and slowed down for now. But it'll pick back up here pretty soon.
Do you miss not being able to do any playing right at the moment?
Oh, absolutely. I miss it all the time. That's, that's kind of my out. Whether I'm feeling down or whether I'm happy or excited about something, or, whether I'm, arguing with the missus or whatever, whatever, the case may be, I can go in there and do that, and I'm completely free, no matter where I'm at, what's going on, whatever the situation is. I can go in there and take 15 minutes, and by the time I'm done, I'm completely at peace, and that's what I love about music is that's my out.
Oh, well, there's nothing wrong with that. You need a way to relax, especially, being as busy as you are and all the things you're involved in. Yeah, it's nice to just kind of let it all out once in a while.
Yeah, it's definitely overwhelming, but, like I said, that's my out, and, it is for a lot of people, and that's another thing is I can do what I do, and people can relate to my music as well, and that can be their out. And if I'm helping other people while helping myself, then I'm completely fine with that as well.
Cool. Well, I got 10 questions for you here. Don't you say a word. No, nothing out of you tonight. Silence.
Boring.
Silence.
Mind-numbing questions.
I got some questions for you, and then we'll let you go and get back to what you're doing.
If you got any sense, you'll put the phone down.
Now relax over there. She gets on me every time about this. All right, number 1. What's your favorite word?
What's my favorite word?
Yeah. Very easy question.
I have no idea.
Got to be something.
Brit's a good word.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't even begin to answer that question right there.
What's your least favorite word? Something you don't like hearing people say?
Cannot.
Yeah, I could agree with that. What turns you on?
Beautiful women.
Well, your mind's not too far in the gutter, but it's in the right place. What turns you off?
That's a tough one.
That's the idea.
You had the option to put the phone down.
Shut up.
Let me just remember.
Yeah, can I next? Can I skip?
Was that an answer?
Yeah.
That's what turns him off is your questions.
Yeah, shut up. What sound do you love?
Steel guitar.
What sound do you hate?
A nagging wife or girlfriend.
What is your favorite curse word?
The F word.
Boy, welcome to the ranks. What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
NASCAR.
Really?
Yes. I like to go fast.
You like that dangerous stuff, huh?
That's right.
Boy, that'll do it too. What profession would you not like to do?
The circus.
Don't you want to grow up to be an elephant trainer?
Clowns scare me.
Well, that would take care of that then. So you've never watched the movie It, I take it?
I have, and I turned it off about a quarter of the way through.
Hey, I'm with you on that one, 100%.
All right, last question. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
You did good.
There you go. See how easy that was? Now, see, you know what you want God to say, but you have no idea what your favorite word is or what makes you, or what your favorite. So there you go. You've solved all your problems right here tonight.
Favorite word should be like jam sandwiches or something. Nom nom nom.
It should be what?
Jam sandwiches.
Whatever a jam sandwich is, I still can't quite get the
jam
grip
in a
on that
sandwich.
one. Oh, I see.
Okay, I got you.
Well, you understand better than I do then. And I got to deal with her every day.
Oh.
Oh.
Not so bad.
No. No.
No,
Not
she's
for me,
not.
anyway.
She's a good woman. I love her to death. Took me 40-some.
That's right. That's all.
Took me 50-some years to find her. It was a lot of work and a lot of trial and error, but finally stumbled on one I can tolerate. Anyways.
Well, I think you got it. I think you got it mastered, then. As long as you can tolerate it.
Yeah, well, I still haven't learned that part where you were talking about learning saying yes, ma'am, and keep your mouth shut. I'm still a little rough around the edges on that.
Yeah, I've got to agree.
I didn't say I was good at keeping my mouth shut. I just said I agree sometimes, and that might just be to end the conversation or the argument. But
sometimes when he's got his mouth covered in duct tape, sometimes he just has sometimes he just has to nod his head. You know, he doesn't have to be so disagreeable.
Have you seen the video of Will Smith nod your head?
Oh, man.
Nod your head. That's me right there. Yes, ma'am. Whatever you say. Now go away.
Okay. That's right.
All right. Cool. Nice having you hang out with us for a little while, man. I hope everything
Man,
works out
I
for
sure
you.
do appreciate it. I had fun.
We got one more of your tunes to play that's Setting This Town on Fire. How did you come up with that song, by the way?
Well, growing up, when I got my license, my parents said I never stayed home. I was always going. I'd pull in the driveway and I'd be going again. And, obviously, high school girlfriends and stuff, I was always, going and coming and going and coming. And my dad was like, you're always, my mom, I would come home and she goes, you're always burning up the damn road, and
there you go.
And that just kind of stuck with me. So
I'm out setting this town on fire, Ma. What part of the country are you from?
I'm from Cherokee County, Georgia, Woodstock, Georgia.
Man, there's all kinds of great singers come out of Georgia. What are you guys hiding down there in the trees, drinking that moonshine, ain't it? Got to be something like that.
Never drank too much moonshine.
Oh, I have.
That's more in the mountains. I'm more in the city, but definitely drank my fair share of beer and whiskey.
Well, I won't touch moonshine again. Them days are over. I learned my lesson.
Yeah, absolutely.
That kind that you set on fire with your lighter or rub your fingers together too fast. Yeah, I ain't doing that again. But those were the days then, that's for sure.
Hey, is there a song title that sums up your life?
Song title about my life?
Yeah.
How am I going to fix this one?
I can't wait to imagine in a few years what song title sums it up next. And
it'll probably still be the same, but until then, yeah.
There you go.
Do you have anything else to add before we flush you down the toilet?
I just want to say thank y'all for having me, and thank y'all to the people that are listening in that choose to listen to my music and support my music. It's a wonderful feeling being out here, and for those that do this music thing, just keep your heads up and keep pushing forward. You may not think it's possible, but anything's possible as long as you put your mind to it, and it's all about progression. Just keep pushing forward and follow your dreams, because they can turn into reality at any point in time.
Is there any place they can buy your music, iTunes or any place like that?
My music is on iTunes and CD Baby, but I think if you contact my father through my Facebook, which is Timothy Wilkins, and send him request a CD, he will send you one for free. Send him an address.
Then we'll take one of those for our Yankee and Brit Wall of Shame, but you got to autograph the cover of it.
Absolutely. I will sign one, and I will have it sent to y'all immediately.
That'd be great.
And just anybody that wants one, if they'll send a mailing address and like my page, we'll do the same for those people as well.
That's sweet. Well, thank you very much, Tim Wilkins. You sound good. You sound like you got your head in the right place, and I'm sorry you're a construction worker. I've been there, done that. I know what he's going through.
Good, honest living.
I used to be young once. You can have that work.
I appreciate y'all having me.
Bye-bye. Bye. Tim Wilkins, setting this town on fire. Yankee and the Brit, Country, Saturday night.
Truck in the treble way up loud, singing and rocking to the radio with both of my windows down. You were standing on your mama's front porch as my truck pulled into your drive. I was slinging gravel from all four tires. Hell, we're about to set this town on fire, 'cause it's a hell of a ride when you by my sour, gonna set this town on fire. Girl, you really turn me on when you ride along, and I'm burning with a yearning desire. We can't put out the flame, you can see the smoke, it burns like hell when you get close, and the flames seem to just get higher and higher. If my baby and me, we're about to set this town on fire. You got your feet on the dash, mine's on the gas, chasing that feeling again. Like all the night before in the cab of that Ford as the moonlight's bathing your skin. Well, it's 12:30 and I'm giving her hell. You can hear the roar of these tires. Just a modern day Johnny and June turning loose and we're burning like a ring of fire. Cause it's a hell of a ride when you buy my sour. Gonna set this town on fire. Girl, you really turn me on when you ride along, and I'm burning with a yearning desire. We can't put out the flame, you can see the smoke, it burns like hell when you get close, and the flames seem to just get higher and higher. Yeah, my baby and me, we're about to set this town on fire. Now the sun's coming up, we pull up, and I let you out in front of your drive. The whole way home I'm feeling all alone, cause you ain't here by my side. Then my phone starts to ring and my heart stings, cause I wanna be by your side. But I hold on tight till the day's last light, then we're gonna set this town on fire. Cause it's a hell of a ride when you by my side. We're gonna set this town on fire. Girl, you really turn me on when you ride along, and I'm burning with a yearning desire. We can't put out the flame, you can see the smoke, it burns like hell when you get close, and the flames seem to just get higher and higher. Yeah, my baby and me, we're about to set this town on fire. Yeah, my baby and me, we're about to set this town on fire. Yeah, my baby and me, we're about to set this town on fire.
Wow, that's smoking right there. Tim Wilkins is setting this town on fire. Thanks for joining the Yankee and the Brit tonight, Mr. Wilkins. Just loved it.
Thank you. What a mighty good man.
What is going on in Georgia? Where are all these people coming from? They've been hiding in the woods down there or something. Boy, I'm glad they're coming out. Nice to hear you guys. Alrighty, cool. Donna just hooked me up with a link here for a new song from a gentleman called Hack Martin. The Early Years is the name of the EP, album, whatever it may be. But here's a tune called Sweet Dreams. Check this out.
Sweet dreams of you. Every night I go through. Why can't I forget you and start my life anew, instead of having sweet dreams about you? You don't love me, it's plain. I should know you'll never wear my ring. I should hate you the whole and I'll have sweet dreams about you.
You're listening to one of the best internet radio stations around. Random Man and Donna on the Yankee and the Brit Show.
Out on the highway at nighttime, the cars pass by with the lights so bright they shine at me like lights from police cars. Stare at the night sky, the middle of Texas. Look up and see 5 billion stars. They have no names. There goes one shooting now, catch it. I found you, you followed me. You're my lone star. I don't care what others may believe. 'Cause I found you, you found me. I don't care what others may believe. Like Walking Dead, pull up to a hotel, no eats, no drinks, just looking for a quiet and warm bed. Then you turned around, smiled for me. I knew right then there's something else. I had to say to you, don't believe it. I got this unique feeling, 'cause I found you, you followed me. You're my lone star. I don't care what others make believe. 'Cause I found you, you found me. I don't care what others may believe.
Could be, I can't believe it. Seeing is believing. Wildflowers grow right through the sky, and the hours go right through the night.
Dallas County, Texas, I found you, you followed me. You're my lone star. I don't care what others make believe. 'Cause I found you, you found me. I found you, you found me. I found you. I'm your lone star. I'm your lone star.
It's more than music. More than music. It's a state of mind. Don't stop. Let's go. It's a way of life. And there's nobody that throws down country better than this.
On the RTM Radio Network.
There's an angel in Tacoma who makes miracles each day. Heals the pain of others while she pushes hers away. Many years years ago, she found him, and some would call it fate. But fate is often twisted. It took her love away. But from those cracks within her broken heart, his endless love for her would flow, wash over those without love, offer shelter from the cold. Restless howling wind, branches twist and bend, and stillness settles in. There's an angel in Tacoma. I've seen her feathers in the street. His earthbound love surrounds her and hides her angel wings. Hides her angel wings. Hides her angel wings.
RTM Radio.
Randyman, what have you got for me?
Randy and Donna.
Coming to you live from Texas, it's Donna and Randyman
Friday and Saturday night.
on RTM Radio.
You're listening to Randyman and Donna on the RTM Radio Network.
Pick up your guns like we run to the border. Count out your breath, take your last drink of water. Load up your packs and head out into the sand. Say a prayer for your God to steady your hand. Life is a night, therefore the fight's still running. Eyes open wide, nowhere to hide, they're coming.
One more night, one more night, one more word, one more right. First one ain't, last one I. Even this town lost the talking about. They don't know what they don't know. People say I've got a drinking problem. That ain't no reason to stop. People saying that I've hit rock bottom just 'cause I'm living almost right. It's a broken-hearted thinking problem. So bowling my life for what? People say I've got a drinking problem, but I've got no problem drinking it all. They keep on talking, drawn conclusions. Call it a problem, I call it a solution. Last conga, later and later. Come in here so I don't have to wait. Same old phone, same old songs, same old blue neon. Same old buzz, just because people say I've got a drinking problem. That ain't no reason to stop. People saying that I've hit rock bottom just 'cause I'm living almost right. It's a broken-hearted thinking problem. So holding my life the wall. People say I've got a drinking problem, but I've got no problem drinking it all. They keep on talking, drawn conclusions. Call it a problem, I call it a solution. Sitting here in all my grand illusions. Call it a problem, I call it a solution. Whoa, whoa, just a solution. It's a broken-hearted thinking problem. It's holding my life the wall. People say I've got a drinking problem, but I've got no problem drinking it all. They keep on talking, drawn conclusions. They call it a problem, I call it a solution. Sitting there in all my grand illusions. They call it a problem, I call it a solution.
You rolling with the Yankee and the Brit, the RTM radio network. You understand me?
Mindy McCready and 10,000 Angels. Yeah, baby, Yankee and the Brit on a country Saturday night. What's going on out there? Hey, Mr. Lee Godfrey joining us in the chat.
Lee
What's going on
chat.
over there?
There is a battle going on in the chat room too on what is going to happen to young Hunter when he grows up. Hopefully he's going to get a pair of scissors and chop off his dad's beard. If he brings him up to be a nice, decent young man,
I'm supposing,
he'll chop off his
I'm
dad's
guessing
beard.
you're behind that kind of devastation.
Yes.
Jeez. What is wrong with you?
I don't think Jake will be putting him on babysitting duties anytime soon because I'll teach that little boy how to use a pair of scissors.
Well, looky here. Here's No-Show Bob. Hello, Mr. Bob Kennedy.
Is in the chat room. Another
great
awesome
singer joining us in the chat?
Yes.
Yes. Nice. Thank you. Glad to see you, man. What do you mean, no show? You come here quite often. I'm tickled to death that you come at all.
Yes.
Beautiful.
We just love you, Bob. You're awesome.
Yes.
Bubba Henry. How's Bubba Henry doing?
Are you waiting for an answer?
Jake says Donna just wants to see me clean.
No, I don't.
Yes.
Keep the beard.
Yes. Shave off the Velcro.
That's a terrible change. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. If it smells like fish, make it a dish. No, cologne, Malone, never mind. You know the old...
So, are you going to play a Bob Kennedy tune?
I will
or
do that. But what I was going to say is we have a new Tim Johnson tune to play over here.
Yes,
now, Tim Johnson has been posting on the Yankee and the Brit page, and I asked him to send over a tune, and I guess this is the results. So, what do you say we check it out in 99? Tim Johnson, You, Me, and the Skymaster.
Sunshine for the next 3 days. Oh my, let's get down to the lake. You know I'll do whatever it takes to get this thumping, bumping, baby. You know you're really something, baby. Let's get this party jumping. And I know that you know all the roads and which way to go. But let me help you navigate it. I feel like tonight is the start of something great. Our paradise awaits. Let's get gone. You, me, and the sky on a one-way to heaven. It's gonna be a hell of a ride. So hot in your new flip-flops, pop, lock, and drop some old hip-hop. On the dock doing shots of Patron. Ain't ever gonna wanna go back home. Lay back, it's alright. Cause we're on Taney County time. I feel like tonight is the start of something great. Our paradise awaits. Let's get gone. You, me, and the sky on a one-way to heaven. It's gonna be a hell of a ride. Slow it down. We're almost to TRL now. I can smell the water in the air. Oh yeah. I feel like tonight is the start of something great. Our paradise awaits. Let's get gone. You, me, and the sky on a one-way to heaven. It's gonna be a hell of a ride. I feel like tonight is the start of something great. Our paradise awaits. Let's get gone. You, me, and the sky on a one-way to heaven. It's gonna be a hell of a ride. Hell of a ride. Oh my, let's get down to the lake. It's gonna be a damn good time.
Wow, what a great tune. You, Me, and the Skymaster, Tim Johnson. Check him out. Wow, nice stuff, man. Gotta love it. Here he is, the man, the one and only, Bob Coltrane Kennedy. Kennedy.
You're listening to one of the best internet radio stations around. Random Man and Donna on the Yankee and the Brit Show.
When I got home tonight, I turned on the TV and popped the top on a beer. An old movie came on as I sat there alone, still wishing you were here. Even that old movie made me think of you and the way things used to be. And I wished I was the man in the movie who traveled in a time machine. 'Cause I'd go back to the love we had back then, and I'd never do you wrong again. And I'd live my life to make things right, girl, between you and me. Lord, the things change if I had a time machine. As I popped the top on another beer, I felt a tear fall from my eyes. But I can't even watch an old movie to get you off of my mind. The movie rolled through the stars back to 1953. But honey, I wouldn't need to go that far if I had a time machine. I'd just go back to the love we had back then, and I'd never do you wrong again. And I'd live my life to make things right, girl, between you and me. Sitting here crying in my bed if I had a time machine. Lord, the things I could change if I had a time machine.
Tempo, Rajo, and all that stuff. Yankee and the Brit, Country Saturday Night.
Chattahoochee.
Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee.
Hopefully soon my husband will be playing his version of Old Man and His Horn.
It's
I
up
just love
next.
Randy when he sings it. But first...
It's up next, you impatient little
First,
whelp.
I must read my list of guests,
You had to tear
which
your
I
pants
did.
open for that?
What?
When you pulled that tape off there, it went like you
Oh,
were
I know.
ripping
I
your
bet.
bra
I know. I bent down and.
She ripped her shirt open. Cleavage woman.
Be
Okay.
quiet.
Sorry.
Silence. Anyway.
Was having a moment.
Do you mind?
Not at all. Should I keep on?
So today
Gotta
we made.
keep on keeping
Today
on.
we
What?
made a nice little video
What an
of
annoying
our
though.
lists of guests.
Hi, Alfred.
Hi, Pop.
Alfred the radio dog is here. How you doing, my beautiful Great Dane?
Doing okay.
Yeah?
Aren't you supposed to be reading something?
Yeah, I was about to, but you know, I can never get a word in edgeways when the radio dog is here.
With the length of that face, all that sound just keeps coming out.
But listen, we had an amazing guy on the show earlier, Tim
Who?
Wilkins. He looks a little bit like a poodle, and I know you
heard
like
that.
poodles.
I got to hear that. It was
Did you
cool.
like poodles?
I was dancing in my sleep.
You was dancing.
Yeah, he was. Didn't you see him kicking all around while he was sleeping over there?
Wow.
I know that's what he was doing.
I was doing the Tim Wilkins kick.
You like rap music then, doggy?
No.
No?
Read your stuff, Mom.
You like country music,
Stop
dog?
talking and read.
Okay, on my list, which I've been trying to read for the past 10 minutes.
Well, you're not doing a very good job.
Shut up, dog.
Sorry.
Right. 2nd of June, which is today, we had the fantastic Tim Wilkins on the line. On the 9th of June, we're going to be having Lonnie Aaron. On the 16th of June, we're going to be having Sabin Sharp. On the 23rd of June, Chris Kelly. No, not Chris Kelly. Chris Lynn. I can't even read. Why did you give me this?
Chris Kelly at?
Radio dog, why did you give me this list?
What a noob.
30th of June, Kenneth Mason. On the 7th of July, we have Russell Lynch joining us. On the 14th of July, Mr. J. Ricochet, which you guys are probably familiar with his music by now. We've been hammering the shit out of it. On the 21st of July, Rick Smith. 28th of July, we'll be having Kimberly Smoke. And on the 4th of August, Barley Station's Randy Belt. So we have quite the lineup of fantastic artists. And as you guys know, we only get the best artists from Kelly Lee Phillips and Miss Nisi. So, do you mind?
Not at all. You're done. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, turtle and fishy mixed together.
Oh.
Go on, then.
So yeah, quite the lineup. If you know anybody that would like to join us on the show, if you have any independent artist friends, let them know about
And
us.
you're all, eligible to call in at any time. Just give us some shit or whatever it is you do.
No, not any time, but any time.
Any time toward the end of a song, call
None
in.
of that heavy breathing in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
It scares
anyways.
Randy, makes him all moist.
903-487-9626 if anybody ever wants to call.
Yes, that is
Nobody calls us.
903-487-9626.
When we do get calls, it's always the same people. Nobody calls us. Where's all these great listeners? Call in. Give us some shit. Let's hear from somebody we don't know. Somebody not in the chat. Now, that'd be cool. Anyways. Okay. And how's Dan Conley tonight? Did I say hello to Dan? I said it in the
Yes,
chat.
Dan Conley. Bob Kennedy's here too.
There's all kinds of cool people here.
I was just telling him the most important information of my week, that green tea makes your pee green.
I swear to God, you got more problems with colors. I mean, you drink Guinness and you shit black. You drink tea and you shit piss green.
Yeah.
What else do you do for an encore?
If you have strawberry Oreos, then it makes your tongue pink and your poo pink.
Strawberry Oreos. Who in their right mind would eat something like that?
I don't know. I didn't eat them, but we sent some.
Well, then how do you know? Did you see
Because
somebody else's red shit?
We sent some to Debra for her girl.
Oh, and she told us
Yeah,
that's right.
she said she had a pink turd.
I see. Okay.
So some very important information
You're
for
one
you guys
strange
there.
bird. You're one strange bird, I gotta tell you.
Yes.
Ooh. It almost worked. I could almost do my cricket again.
Come on, I'm
Almost.
just dying to hear your cricket.
Almost.
How's about you get on the...
Dan, rainbow farts?
Yes,
Yeah.
rainbow farts too.
Yeah, we don't get green smog out of her ass. It's always in rainbow colors. It looks like a leprechaun has been here with his lucky
At
charms,
least it's
don't
pretty,
you know?
just like the smell.
It don't smell like no rainbow, I gotta tell you that.
How do you know? How do you know what?
How do I know? The house smells like. What do
I
you
mean,
mean,
how do you know what a rainbow smells like?
Haven't you ever been out in the
sniffed
rain?
a rainbow,
The fresh
rainbow?
smell of the fresh scent of rain in the spring. That's what a rainbow smells like.
Whatever, husband, you have no clue.
Nah, you worthless old.
So, are you going to get on that tune, Old Man and His Horn? I've been waiting all
I
night.
am, but I've just been waiting for you to shut up long enough.
Randy sounds so hot when he sings this.
Well, whatever. Anyways, here it is.
Play it now.
Broadcasting around
Shut up.
the world. Around the world. This is your #1 internet radio station. The music you love right here, right now.
It's me.
And me.
Well, us.
The old man told his story about the years gone by, how he played his horn down in New Orleans and some old dingy dive. I knew them all back then, he said, as he reached out for his horn. He closed his eyes, wet his lips, and then the blues were born. He played with so much feeling, tears came from his eyes. He stopped and reminisced a bit, and then he gave a sigh. He said, you know, I almost made it, but that was before your time. Dixieland, Ho Folks Blues, Scatman Jack and wine. Slapped his knee and gave a grin. It sure was good back then. Reaching for his home on the floor. Placed it in an old tote sack that hung across his back. He said goodbye and shuffled out the door. Enthused
told me. I never got his name, so I called the waitress over and started to explain. A tired old man, his tarnished horn, memories of years gone by, how he played his horn, reminisced, smiled with tears in his eyes. She said, you are mistaken, there's been no one but you, but I know who you're talking about. I used to know him too. You'll find him down on Mason Street, in the back of an old churchyard. A stone that reads, rest in peace. I tried, but it sure was hard. Slapped his knee and gave a grin. It sure was good back then. Reaching for his horn on the floor. Placed it in an old tote sack that hung across his back. He said goodbye and shuffled out the door. He said goodbye and shuffled out the door.
Howdy, y'all. This is Steve Hickstick Hickman. Tune in to Yanki and the Brit for the hottest in independent country music.
I'll never find another like you. Not a one in a million or a one in two. The only words you ever spoke that I hope were true is that I'll never find another like you. As I tore out of your pride, after I said my last goodbye, ran out after a kicked and screamed. You said you'll never find another like me. No, I'll never find another like you. Not a one in a million or a one in two. The only words you ever spoke that I hope were true said I'll never find another like you. The way you talked all night in your sleep, or the way you stomped on all of my dreams, or that trashy little tramp stamp on your back. No, I'll never find another like that. No, I'll never find another like you. Not a one in a million or a one in two. The only words you ever spoke that I hope were true is that I'll never find another like you. that I hope were true is that I'll never find another like you. Dirt, dust, and gasoline, a burning love for the road I dream.
Sean Michael Perry, DDG. Dirt, dust, and gasoline.
I grew up on my granddad's farm, fixing old cars till the break of dawn. Everything on wheels really gets me high. I'm a NASCAR junkie in a redneck drive. I got a job one day down at Leicester Shop, fixing every car in the parking lot. By the time I was 17, I was working the pit on a stock car team. Dirt, dust, and gasoline, a burning love for the road I dream. Engines rolling up and down the track, who's getting ready from front to back? Off and all cars peeling out, speed kills, there ain't no doubt. Dirt, dust, and gasoline, a burning love for the road I Every week we roll from place to place, trying to beat the clock, trying to set the pace. Life on the track is heaven on earth. Says it all right here, right on my shirt. Dirt, dust, and gasoline, a burning love for the road I dream. Dirt, dust, and gasoline, a burning love for the road I dream. All I want and all I dream is dirt, dust, and gasoline. All I want and all I dream is dirt, dust, and gasoline. All I want and all I dream is dirt, dust, and gasoline. All I want is all I dream is dirt, dust, and gasoline.
We're celebrating our independence with some of the best independent artists of all time, right here on the Yanki and the Brit Show.
Every other Sunday, it's Independence Day. With the Yankee and the Brit right here on the RTM Radio Network. Make sure you don't miss the next one.
Your face lit up my phone like lightning in the night. You said you'd been out with friends. I told you that was fine. So imagine my surprise when I walked through that door. There you are, hanging on his arm, dancing across the floor. And I'm gonna order me a whiskey before I head home tonight. I'm gonna order me a whiskey underneath those neon lights. And I'm gonna order me a whiskey before I start to cry. And I'm gonna order me a whiskey. It'll make everything alright. I'm gonna climb behind the wheel and get on down that road. This old truck, I turn the radio up as loud as it can go, just to drown out the sound of the heart inside my chest. It's all I can do, getting
gonna drink a little whiskey. Help me dry my eyes. I'm gonna drink a little whiskey. It'll make everything alright. It don't matter what brandy it is, 'cause my heart is breaking. All that matters is when I get home, I'm gonna get to drinking. And I'm gonna drink a little whiskey when I get home tonight. I'm gonna drink a little whiskey and I turn out those lights. Drink a little whiskey, help me dry my eyes. I'm gonna drink a little whiskey, so it'll make everything alright. It's gonna make everything alright. Yes, it will.
Brantley Gilbert, Kick It in the Sticks. Yankee and the Brit Country Saturday
Now that is a jump.
night.
Is my mic even on?
Oh, will you quit asking that?
Ugh.
Jeez, you're an annoying
Everybody
little...
wants to hear me, and you keep turning me down.
Oh, sure. Look at them. They're pounding at
all
the...
right, nobody wants
chomping
to
at the
hear me.
bit over there. Where's Donna? Where's Donna?
All right, I get it. Nobody wants to hear me.
You're
But
right.
anyway, special thanks tonight to Mr. Tim Wilkins. You were awesome.
Yeah.
All the best. Good luck for the future and all that jazz. And tomorrow night, the Yankee and the Brit
Won't be here.
won't be here. We will be having
Don't
the
you dare
Independence...
say something stupid.
We'll be having the Independence Sunday night next Sunday.
I'm having a
which
Sunday to
is
myself.
going to be...
It's supposed to be cooler tomorrow.
Can I
I'm
talk
railroading
without
all
you
day. I'm going to
interrupting?
railroad you in a minute.
So the next Independence Sunday night will be the 10th. See, the dog's buggered off. He doesn't like you either.
He's sick of hearing you.
It'll be the
All she
10th.
does is just go on and on and on.
Look, dog, quit it. You're supposed to stick up for me.
Stay out of this. This is about you. You're not involved in it.
Huh. I know that dog has got some attitude.
Where's he get it from?
It'd be just our luck that we get a dog that
That's a good
talks.
question.
You know damn well where you get it from.
Yeah, but just our luck that we get a dog that talks and a dog that sings and a dog that doesn't shut up. Of all the dogs in the world, we get that one.
Don't they say kids learn from their parents?
Be quiet, four legs.
You guys are too much. All right, go on then.
Yes, so if I can even get my words out without
Probably
being
not.
interrupted.
Nobody wants to hear you.
Yes, every 2 weeks we will be doing an Independence Sunday night. And of course we have our guests on, which seems to be every Saturday night for the past however many months and for the
Years?
next however many months.
Years?
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
What else can I say? Thank you all and
Oh,
good
you
night,
said
I
enough.
guess.
Jeez Christ, all you do is
Will
talk.
you be quiet and put that fag out? I swear, gosh, I ain't been able to breathe all day because of this yank and that fag. Put it
Why
out.
don't you yank this?
I will.
That's what scares me. Right off by the roots. Hey, you guys, thanks for tuning in. I know she said that already, but I'm saying it now, so you're hearing it from me. You get that? You're hearing it from me. Hey, what is wrong with McDonald's people? They brainwash those kids or what? They got to be some of the dumbest friggin' people, man. I know I've bitched about this before, but geez, don't they listen? They screw up orders constantly. You know, and I repeat myself to these people. I just don't get it. Railroad Randy is pretty impressive with his train work.
Oh, I don't need to tell him.
You can just
Bob.
tell me, Bob. I can read what
Bob,
you're
I
typing
don't need
over
to
there.
tell him. He's already got his head swollen because he's managed to get his. You know, if he wasn't smoking,
And you're a
over
great
there,
guy, Lee.
If he wasn't smoking over there, I'd be able to get my words out without my mouth being full up with smoke. But anyway, yeah, he's managed to get his switch sorted on his railroad.
Yes,
so now,
I got to test it today.
what I mean?
And it works.
Yeah, so now he can run his train down his choo-choo track And,
choo-choo! Will you quit talking like a little
and he can
retard?
And he can split his track and make the train go flying off the edge of a cliff somewhere. Hopefully.
God, what a dick!
But yeah, he's done an awesome job. You know, if you want me to say something nice.
Like that's gonna happen.
I know. If you want me to say something nice, yeah, he has done an amazing job. I'm dead proud of him. I am. I'm always full of beans about him because he does such an amazing job out there. I can't believe it. I don't really do trains, but I love his passion. I love what he does. And
it's my hobby now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. My free time is devoted to that. And like I've been going out at 5:30 as soon as the sun cracks. I've been out there starting to work on the tracks. I made it rhyme. But yeah, I went out this morning and actually started welding and putting the clips on the rail to screw it down to the ties. And I got to get it enough I can move the caboose forward through the switch now, and then I can bring the engine out. That's what the whole goal's been for about the last 3 months or so, is to get the engine out, because I know you've heard me say it before, but I got to rewire the whole damn thing. The squirrels and the mice just had a field day in that thing, because it sat around for a couple of years when I moved over here until I got the house up and got the shop built and blah, blah, blah. So I'm awful close, boy. Tickled to death. Can't wait. Get it out, get it actually running. And I think it'll work. I mean, it did run once before. I do have a video of riding in it, actually.
A long time ago. But hopefully we are going to get a video tomorrow of the train going down the track and going down the split.
It's a split. It's a switch. Could you please talk, Railroad, if you're going to talk?
Going down the switch.
I'm going to switch you.
So which way are we going to switch the switch?
I'm going to switch your ass in a minute if you don't be quiet. Jeez. Truck 'em easy, Lee. Be safe out there, man. I know what a nightmare it is. I can't believe you're still doing it. I'm so glad I quit all that nonsense, government-oriented, will tell you what to do with your life garbage. But that's a whole nother.
Then he got married, and then he's got a wife to tell him that.
I'm glad to see people are fighting it, though. I hope something gets changed. Some of it is, but not enough. Alrighty, I think that's it. We are done. We will see you maybe through the week. Weather's supposed to get hot again starting Monday. Well, Monday, maybe some rain and into Tuesday, but...
Oh, some rain.
We got some work to do next week, so we'll probably be out for a couple days. But if we're in and it's hot, we'll be on the air. I guarantee that. Usually lunchtime is when you can find us. Come on over and bring your requests and bring your friends and share the page and blah, blah, blah and all that stuff.
And don't bring a dog that can talk.
No. We have the only talking dog.
Yes, the only talking
and Bob has Bubba Henry.
Dog.
He
talks.
So.
Bubba Henry taps his feet to music. He's cool.
Okay.
All right, let's get out of here.
Say goodnight, Donna.
Good night, Donna.
You're listening to the You're listening to the Yanki and the Brit on RTA Radio. Wrong.
RTA.
M.
That stands for Random Man, because that's what they call me.
Oh, okay.
That's what the RTM is.
You're listening to the Yanki and the Brit on RTM Radio.